Hi guys, welcome back to part 11 of Developing Dallas. Sorry there's been a little bit of a break between uploads. I actually had to go away with work for the weekend, so I'm actually back now, so I'm able to upload videos, hopefully, every day this week. But moving back into the series, we put in Chris Jones there because we needed to finish off the Silvers and just get a punter who's actually a Cowboys punter. So after this episode, I think everyone besides the kicker is actually a Cowboys player. So we've officially got a full Cowboys team. I mean, it's taken a little bit of time, but we've got there. And Jack Crawford here, this left end card looks absolutely phenomenal. Like you can see, compared to his silver card there, this card just looks insane. Like he's so quick for a lineman, and he's got pretty good block shed and pretty good power move as well. So hopefully, I mean, anyone who tries to run against us won't be able to run his way. Hopefully, anyway. I'm going to get Leary in here because I thought we had a left guard in who was a Cowboys player, but apparently we don't. Trent Brown was actually our lineman. So we're going to get Leary in here. We'll get him in for a few games, but we're going to have to upgrade him because, as you can see, Collins there, much better left guard, and we'll get him in after. But, as you know, the point of the series is to slowly make our way through to the elite players of the Cowboys lineup. And, I mean, we're getting there now. I mean, how would you guys feel about the series being a fair bit shorter? So say maybe 15, 20 episodes rather than, I think this one will end up being about 30. So maybe I could get 2 teams in a month or 3 teams in over 2 months or something like that rather than get 1 team a month done. I mean, I think I might try and speed it up for the next one because I think this series is a little bit slow. As you can tell, the view count for this one wasn't as high as Developing Detroit, annoyingly. But hopefully that'll fix itself in time. But as you can see, we're finishing off upgrading the team here. We're going to put Wilson in at right outside linebacker instead of Harold because Harold isn't a Cowboys player. Wilson is. And he'd been moved out of his slot by Brinkley there. So as you can see, we're going through just getting rid of players we don't need because, I mean, I don't want to waste contracts because contracts end up eating into so much of my coins, which I'm hoping they change next year, but obviously they are needed and part of the game, but it is just an annoyance for me because of contracts. I think solos without contracts would be brilliant, but I doubt it's a change they're going to make. But I'm going to change up special teams a little bit. As you can see, we've got a new punter in there, and I know he isn't a high-impact player, or barely any impact, to be perfectly honest, unless you go for one of the big, position hero players. But we're going to get Leary in here instead of Green in the special teams, place. But unfortunately, don't know why I clicked there. I clicked the wrong button, obviously, and it wouldn't let me do it. But now, I've changed that up. We haven't managed to put him in. But I'm quite happy with the running back situation at the moment, so we'll leave them in for now. But I think next episode, Ezekiel Elliott, I want to get him in because he's one of the new players and just see how he plays. But the running backs do play pretty well. We're going to jump into the checklist here. As per usual, if you want to see someone special, you want to see someone particular in the gold section, comment down below and I'll get him involved. If you enjoyed the video up to this point, drop a like on the like button. Let's try and get 15 likes. I want to up the like count on my videos now because I really want to push forward since we've got 350 subscribers. Fantastic achievement for me. Didn't think I'd get there anywhere near this quick. But let's try and get 15 likes. I don't think that's too hard an ask considering that's 1 in 30 of you. So, roughly. Let's try and get that. Comment down below. I'll leave a question of the day down below as I usually do. Not sure what it will be this time. But, look down below in the comment section for that. And subscribe if you're new. But I will jump into a game now. So I will see you guys there. So guys, I actually got highlights from 2 games today because I don't know if it's still happening for everyone else, but I keep getting just disconnect errors all the time. So I can't get a good, full game gameplay for you guys. So I thought I'd put 2 in because both these games were relatively short, but did have good highlights throughout. So we get the first guy to punt on first possession. I tried to call for a safe, fair catch there, but game just wasn't having it, and I'm pretty lucky I didn't end up fumbling that one. But we're going to run the first play. I'm still loving the running backs because they've got really good acceleration, so they can, peel out wide pretty easily and work their way upfield really easily. It's good to save yards, I think. So going to go for a screenplay. Love a screenplay. Get that off at the perfect time. Brilliant block in there. I can't wait to sort of, get Dez Bryant and Michael Irvin in there so we can get phenomenal blocks the whole time. But for now, we're still getting screen passes, getting touchdowns off them pretty much every game. So we're going 7-0 up and we get ball at half. So, we forced a turnover and got a touchdown ourselves within the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. And this guy loved to dump the ball off quick or just snap the ball really quickly. You can see he walks up to the line there and he's snapping it instantly, which doesn't give him time to get himself set. He rolls out here. Don't know why he doesn't go to the floor, because that's always going to be a fumble. Unless you've got one of the high-rated golden ticket quarterbacks or Cam Newton or something, that's going to be a fumble. And luckily for us it was. So we're 7-0 up. We got the ball back again in the first quarter when we didn't start with it. And we're going to peel out wide again. And once again, the running backs are just doing work. So back to the trusty mesh play. It works so much of the time, so I'm not going to stop using it. I mean, I've changed my defensive playbook. I was the 49ers, and I think I changed to the Giants, maybe? I'm not sure. I know I changed to a 3-4, which I never really use, so I thought I'd give it a crack with this series and see how we get on. But mesh play works. We get in 14-0 up in the first quarter, and, we didn't even start with the ball. So this guy obviously is worried at this point, and especially he calls a screenplay, doesn't have anything open whatsoever, and gets sacked on his 6-yard line. So we managed to force him to 4th and 21. I know he's going to have to go deep, so I'm going 3-man deep. He's going to play it safe. So he can, I'm going to give him 10, 15 yards if he wants it, but he's not getting that 21. Has to go deep and doesn't get it in. So I'm going to go out wide here, but unfortunately, the game's going to get this stupid desync bug. So all that hard work, that 20 minutes in the game, absolutely wasted, which is really frustrating. But we'll jump into the second game here, against the Seahawks this time. And once again, another entertaining game. A lot of action happened within the short space of time that it was allowed to, which is quite annoying because, I want to get full gameplays in for you guys, and Madden's just not allowing that at the moment. So, we're going early on. We managed to, 2nd and 12. We managed to stop him on the first play, get him down a few yards. He tried to run it, and we just managed to stuff the run because this team's excellent at stuffing the run. But he's starting to find his feet now, He's finding open receivers all over the place. I saw he was wide open over the middle there, so I want to cover the middle just to lock that one up. So I'm going to change quick audible to cover 2 or cover 3. I think I might have been cover 2. As you can see, over the middle, it should have been locked up, but he had 2 options there he could have thrown to, so I knew I had to, up my defence in this game because he was just picking me apart already. But the runs, I'm good at stopping the runs, obviously, because I use the D-line. It's easy to get a block shed and get to the runs, unless it's a toss. Toss plays, I just can't deal with. So hopefully I don't come up against any of you guys, because you know how to beat me. Just continuously toss the ball. Or do sort of stop routes like that. But he launches it deep. I think that's Julio Jones he has. The one you get this week, so the 88 rated one, who's phenomenal. One-on-one, I'm not going to be able to stop that. So fair play to him. He knew to abuse the match sort of. He knew his player, like his Julio Jones, was going to be able to beat me, and he abused it, and it worked for him. So I'm going to get the run going again, starting off early, since I am loving these running backs, and I can't wait to get Ezekiel Elliott in, because he's just going to be an upgrade on everything on these guys. I mean, he's quick, he's got great tracking, great strength, so I'm hoping his elite card actually goes down in price, because at the moment it's good, but it's massively overpriced. I'm not going to pay 300k for it, so I'm hoping it falls down. But as you can see, we're slowly working our way forward here. Left side's always open. Good blocking again from the wide receivers helps us, get some pretty good yards in there. But once again, slant route. I absolutely love the slants in this game. I just think they're so overpowered. And because a lot of people run man or sort of deeper zones, so if you're slanting to the left or right, one of them is going to be open. It's just the way the game works this year, to be honest. It's just sort of abusing certain things, which I try not to do too often, but obviously sometimes you need to do it, and I was going to do it there. But as you can see, he gets us to 4th and 3rd on, really far in the red zone. I'm going to call a toss play, because he's obviously going to think I'm going to go up the middle. I mean, if he gambled didn't gamble on me going out the middle, sorry, I would have just called a timeout, taken the field goal and gone from there. But luckily, he didn't gamble on it, and we're just going to manage to equal the game up, which I don't know if it was insanely deserved. I mean, my defence was so bad on the last drive, so I was hoping at this point, I can work it up in the second quarter, or the second half, sorry, and actually end up winning the game. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened to this guy. He got 2 flags in a row, coming up to the third, and it's going to disconnect him. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, comment down below on the question of the day that I'll leave there, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Developing Dallas.